welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA update. I'm going to be getting back into Algorand today. Sorry I didn't post any updates yesterday, but yeah, I'm back with some more content today, so hopefully you guys can enjoy this, and yeah, we can just take a little deeper dive into Algo right now. So, I've got a few indicators up here. I've got the RSI, okay, which I actually need to go over quickly. I'm going to take the RSI based, yeah, take that off, put that to yellow. Right, okay, so yeah, we're going to be looking at the RSI, okay, we're going to be looking at the Stoch RSI, and we're going to be looking at the MACD, okay, and showing us basically where opportunity is and where maybe we should be shorting, or, right now what's potentially going on. So if we look at these sort of points here, you can see that Algo's been in this sort of trend in the RSI here, okay, from this low here, okay, you can see that we've been holding a series of higher lows right now, whilst rising up in this channel here in the RSI, okay, so you've been holding this level of support in the RSI, basically coiling up towards it. So a potential bounce off of this right now could see this retracement being completed, and you're going to come up and tackle this high. Okay, if you start to get a bounce off here and you re-tackle up to the highs, say previously for this pump here, okay, and we do get continuation in the RSI off of this trend line here, okay, then you may see further upside and a potential bounce here for Algo. Okay, so it's all about holding get the RSI in your charts. It's all about holding this level of support, this ascending level of support here. If you do start to see Algo come through that, okay, you can expect to see a bit more of a retracement here, where Algo is going to start to come down and retrace to the lows that it came from. Okay, so get that line in your RSI. Okay, this ascending level of support. You can see that right now you had a high, a higher high, and a higher high, which is correct within price action. Okay, high, high, higher high. Right here at a high, high, higher high. Okay, so there's no negative correlation to speak as such. Okay, it's just a rising level of support that if you come down to, you're likely to get a bit of continuation back up to the upside. If you do lose it, okay, then you could expect that you're going to come down and lose 33 cents support and start to come back down again. Okay, so keep that trend line in on the RSI. Okay, now if we look at the Stoch RSI, so this indicator here, what this point basically points out is when you're here, you're in the oversold areas of the RSI. So if we look back at these points, when the RSI was down here, look where the price action was. Okay, so when you're in the floor in the RSI or the Stoch RSI, these offer opportunities where you can be looking for some sort of relief, sort of bounce. Because when you're using the floor here, using the floor in the RSI, using the floor in the Stoch RSI, using the floor in the MACD, okay, you can see that you was due for some sort of upside, and that basically came. Okay, so it basically proves that when you're in these lower end or these oversold areas within the RSI, that these areas are actually good times to buy. So potentially what we could see here is another retest or hold of this low, a potential build up here. We're coiling up, looking to come back and retest this RSI, okay, for a bounce off the RSI. We're equally oversold in the Stoch RSI, which throughout time has been good areas to buy when you're down in these sort of levels. They normally do follow some sort of impulsive upside move. Okay, so, and then equally you got the MACD, which is sort of around neutral at the moment. There isn't too much going on with the MACD. You're not having massive dips and corrections or massive pumps up, are you? At the moment, we've just got this sort of sideways action, and that's sort of been showing through the MACD as well. Okay, so the MACD at the moment, I'm not going to be too keen on focusing on. But, as I've said, in the RSI and the Stoch RSI, right now, I do feel like these, on the daily time frame, are potential opportunities for us to be getting involved. So, again, one more time, okay, when you're up here in the RSI and the Stoch RSI, okay, you're overbought. So look where the price action is, where you're overbought, and you're overbought, so you're due for a retracement. They're good sell signs. But when you're down here in the floor, okay, and the RSI is holding this level of support, if you come back and bounce off this RSI, it looks like you'll be getting some sort of continuation, a bit of a coil up here, some sort of ascending pattern, and then you're looking to break out and tackle that 41 cent area, aren't you? So yeah, guys, I mean, that's just a quick update in regards to a few indicators. So the RSI and the Stoch RSI are good ones to have in your charts to have a look at. The MACD within itself is also good. But just looking at the chart here on the daily time frame anyway, getting back to some patterns and whatnot. Okay, so far we're doing amazingly well. From this high, retracing back to this low, you can see that we've bounced off the 0618 and the previous level of resistance that we needed to break out of. Okay, so this was resistance, came back, broke out, met technical target, came back for support, all in farewell right now. So as long as we don't lose 33 cents, okay, as long as you don't lose 33 cents, everything at the moment is looking okay. Okay, but if we was to lose 33 cents, and say we come up to this area right now, which we're struggling to break above, you can see that with our candle closes, we're struggling to break above the 382 at 35 cents. Okay, we keep coming up to it as resistance. So, you know, if we do keep running into this as resistance, potentially we could be looking at a larger leg down of retracement, I think, back down to the 786. Okay, and potentially what would be happening is you'd have this sorry, let me get that on. You'd have this A, this B, and then a larger C wave down for support on this ascending level of support, which I've mentioned in previous videos. Okay, so potentially we could see, if we lose 33 cents, we could see ourselves heading down to this sort of area here within this trend line, which is the 786 at a rough price of around 30 cents. Okay, and again, this trend line is ascending, so I can't give you this exact level. Okay, but it's within the 30 to 31 cent range. Okay, if you do potentially come down for this A, this B, and this C, okay, of which I still think would be bullish for Algo if it did, and you'd be putting in some sort of triple bottom, okay, and you'd be getting something called a throwback. So basically, we had this double bottom here, okay, ascending triangle, broke out, met technical target, and then you failed to break above. You put in a lower high. Okay, if this can't get broken and we come down and lose this, you're basically getting thrown back into the pattern that you was once creating. Okay, it's called a throwback. Okay, so you was in this triangle pattern, you broke out, you've come back into the triangle, and then you're looking to coil up and break again. Okay, so we could get completely thrown back into the previous pattern that we was coiling up in, which is this one here. We could have done something like this, but instead we've broken out, and you could get thrown back in if we can't break this high. If we can't break 41 cents, okay, or fail to get above this price here, which is 37. Okay, so if you see rejection at 37 and we can't break that, do look for that retracement. Okay, pulling back to this ascending level of support on the daily time frame, of which that's where I'll be looking for Algo to get a bounce. But as I said, in the stock RSI, the RSI is in the floor. They're both in the floor. Okay, we're holding support beautifully right now. Okay, we haven't actually retested that. So you're still looking. You're trying to push. Okay, you're trying to push and you want to push up to these levels, okay, but it's all about breaking that resistance. Again, you do have this resistance line right here that Algo's running into, okay, which is at the 37 cent area, okay, and it's going to be very hard to actually get that push above and maintain above it. But if it does, it's all good, and we're looking for continuation and putting on a higher high, tackling that high, and actually doing something like this where you've got a wave 1, wave 2 pullback, a wave 3, and then you've got your wave 4 pullback to the wave 1 high, and you're looking to break out and create your wave 5. Going up to higher levels of resistance that was previously support. So, I mean, at the moment, it's all looking fair and well. Don't lose 33 cents. I do think you're looking to come down and test this trend line, okay, and the 786 on the fib from this high to this low where we came from. Ultimately, if we do get continuation from here and do start to come up and tackle 41 cents, okay, and we do, say for example, come up like this, start to coil up and break above, okay, and tackle this, I mean, you're looking at 1272 at 43 cents at a minimum, with maybe a push to the 46 cent area at the 1618. Okay, so that's my targets to the upside if we could take out this one fib. But at the moment, there is resistance ahead, okay, and this resistance lies at 37 cents. As I said, the 0618 and the 050 key areas of resistance, okay, around 37 cents. If we can't break that, I do think we are looking to put in a lower high, have some sort of A, B, C correction down to this previous level of support. Okay, so not much has changed, guys, but I will keep you up to date on all the videos and content moving forward, and I'll be doing as many updates as I can. But I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, from Chart Nerd TA, peace out.